Hello and welcome back to Jesus Machinery. How are we all doing today? It's Bank Holiday Good Friday. And what are we all up to? Well, I'm just going to drop a PTO shaft off to a customer for fast track. They want a different spline shaft, which is quite it's not one that comes with the fast track, to be fair. And it's like a bigger diameter PTO stub. Those are no tractors, hopefully we understand what I'm talking about. So he's a potato growing contractor. So they're working all over the Easter weekend, getting potatoes in while the weather's good. So we're going to go and just drop that to him, keep him happy, keep him going. Then back to the yard. I think we've got Daniel coming in to do unload his lorry and do bits and pieces and potter around, which is quite nice. That's Daniel's choice. We're not making him come into work. Daniel likes to come in and do things, so that's a good thing to do. So then we'll see what else the day throws at us. We've got some grass here we're going to try and get in over this weekend at home, where our lake is. Now we're going to try and extend that a bit further. So that's it's not a big job. We've cleared most of the stuff off of the piece of land. We're going to disc it up, power it hopefully. Put some grass seed on with a Vicon spreader, and then harrow and roll it in. So nothing exciting, not big scale. Probably only a couple of acre and a half maybe there. But he just wants to get doing and getting in. And now as I drive towards Gainsborough, it spits the rain on my windscreen. So there we go. So anyway, we're going to get the shaft contractor, make him happy, and then go from there. So right, more to follow. I think it's always nice when you come out to a farm and you see your machinery working, which is super cool. Then you come here and see your fast track all working away there with its all set up for working with its bed tiller on. So very nice to see my own kit like this set up. We don't get to use it a great deal, so to see our own machinery here working is good. I don't know whether or not there would be a market investing in some of this machinery like this for specialist work, or whether it's so seasonal that everyone wants it the same week and then you've got no work for it for the rest of the year. I don't know, but hopefully as our hire business grows we can look into a lot more things like this and work out what works better and what works. So I don't know, but what are people's thoughts on should be running stuff like that? Because again, you look at the seasons as well. Obviously, the seasons change. No, hang on, I'm not wording this very well. The fact that potato planting in the southern England is earlier than potato planting in, obviously, I'm guessing, like places like Scotland. So, would this be something that you'd move up the country? I don't know. I generally don't know. I'm only just sort of bouncing ideas around there. But it's nice to see our own kit working. As we're here, we've got one of our telehandlers over there working, unloading seed potatoes, which is good, on this very good veg growing land. So it's great to see our stuff working. And then I think if we look over there, there's also a GCS trailer. So a happy Michael, a proud Michael I think is the word, a proud Michael. So right, we'll leave this customer to crack on. I should have just said, also, if we look over here, we have a GCS tank that they've also purchased. So there we go. I think it's a happy Michael. Right, proud Michael. Let's go. Back at the farm. We just started putting the final bit of grass seed in to the last bit of land we've got here to do, really, which has a future use, which will become apparent at some point. So I'm not quite sure how many tractors Daniel thinks we need for this, because Daniel's come in today on his day off to help me out, which is really kind of him. So we've got one New Holland here on the dump trailer because we need to move a pile of soil. Daniel is there now with the second New Holland with a big set of discs on it to disc the ground up in a minute. There's the third New Holland somewhere in the distance there with a power harrow on it. So I'm not quite sure how many tractors Daniel thinks we need. How many tractors do we need, Daniel?
I think we need a couple more fast tracks in Newmarket.
You need a fast track. I've seen one of them this morning, one of our fast tracks.
One of our fast tracks?
Yeah.
Nice and clear. We need on some mowers for... You've got so much grass now, we need tri-mowers on a fast track to cut your lawn.
You'd be happy on grass tyres though.
Well, that's not a problem, is it?
Money grows on trees. Yeah, or staff wages take a pay cut, one of the two, I'm not quite sure which. So anyway, so clearing this up, and then we're going to disc it up, power harrow it, and try and get it level. The wind's a bit windy today, which might be an issue for spreading on grass seed, but we'll see how that pans out a little bit later on. So yeah, I think Daniel just likes his toys, don't you? Right, move some soil. I think Daniel's having a great time now. He's now having a play. Don't do that Fraser discs. I bought that at sale many years ago, probably about 8 years ago now. And they've done me absolutely proud just messing around here at jobs like that. So, cardboard boxes just found. But, so, I think in an hour or two with them running around here, we'll very soon have something to play with. See how much different we can make this all look. So we're trying to make it look in keeping with a bit over there. I think Dano it's great to see a young man who's actually passionate about doing stuff rather than sitting at home with maybe a PlayStation or whatever. But this isn't work today, this is actually quite good fun. So nice to see that, very nice to see it. Doing a grand job there. This bit of wood has been driving around it. And I kind of waited to see how long it was going to be before it actually gets out to pick it up, but I think I'll do it for him. I'm kind of like that. But yes, it keeps driving around it. But we're getting there. It's taking shape. Plenty of blue power on the job. Very wet patch, it always lays wet. We managed to get the power harrow over it, so I won't go through it again though, but I think we'll plant some trees and that in here, and that'll solve the issue of that. Another piece of wood here. I think you could spend it. Not very power harrow friendly, that. I think he's enjoying himself there. Now we're on with the power harrow. Leveling out quite sensibly. We actually don't want it dead flat. It's quite nice that it's got contours and quite kind of match the rest of it here. So. Job's looking good. Morning, Saturday, Easter Saturday. So I want to get my grass seed in. I know it's only an acre a little bit, the grass seed. Now we're not going to drill it, we're going to put it on with the fertiliser spreader. The problem I have is the power harrow the ground it all down now. It's all quite sensible. But it's windy. So I've got to try and work out driving a pattern in the grass seed so that obviously when the wind blows it, it lands and offset it, almost like an offset thing. The question is, do I wait until the wind dies down, but then there's rain forecast? If the ground gets wet, it'll go to a lot of, it'll go mushy and horrible. So I've got to try and make a calculated decision, and I just know whichever one I do will probably be the wrong one. So try and work it out. The joys of the British weather, something like that. Anyway, right, I'm gonna go and power out a little bit more that I missed yesterday. Tiny little bit that I forgot about. And then we'll go see if we can get this grass seed on. So the power hammer there is doing a really nice job. Leveling the ground out very nicely. So, great kit that. We don't use it very much. It's not one of our hire machines, it's one of our own. But it's doing a nice job there. But I'm just worried if his ground gets wet and everything, it goes with a lot of mush. So then we're trying to do some calculated working out here which way the wind's blowing to drive accordingly with the spreader. So there we go. So after playing with the T6 180, we're now going to go to the totally other extreme with the Fordson Dexta. Bless it. Grandfather bought this new in about 1958, 59. Been in the family from brand new. Yeah. My favourite tractor, I think, without a doubt. So, what's she going to be? 42, 67 years old? That'd be about right. 58, 60, yeah, 47 years old. Sorry, 42, 60, 67 years old. So, there we go. She's going to go and do some work now. So, enjoyable farming, without a doubt. Right, grass seed's now in. Went in, I put it on about third rate, went over in 3 different directions, so we're fairly certain we've got a fairly reasonable cover. So now we're going to harrow it in with another golden oldie. Massey 135. In my opinion, one of the best things that Massey Ferguson ever made. Some will differ, but I like them. So anyway, bit of harrowing now. There we go, mowing and doing the garden in tandem. John Deere versus Blue. So the final piece of the jigsaw is to roll the grass in, and this roller actually belongs to my neighbour. I think I had it about 6 months. I only rolled it for a day. Hopefully he's forgotten it's here. I don't think he watches on YouTube. So anyway, cracking roll. That's actually a concrete field, and that does an absolutely awesome job. Tractors on tick over, pulls it along really well, and does a really good job. I'm going to show you how well it works. So my new area of grass over there is done, and it's gone down really well. The roller does a really good job. Tractor wheel marks running quite light. And there was a few patchy bits where we had a few little indentations of bits. There's another bit you can see there, and there's a bit through here. Actually, this is where the first bit of grass I did join the next bit of grass I did. The join just didn't particularly go well, as it will. So we've just been through and redone that. So it's all looking good over there now. So my garden's getting bigger. I think the garden now, this lake area, is about 8 acres thereabouts with the lake. So yeah, really pleased with it. I quite enjoy doing this as well. It's quite good as sort of escapism and everything else. So it's just not quite sure how many toys we had to do it. We had that New Holland, that New Holland, that New Holland. But there was a problem. The little Massey, for some reason we kept having fuel issues. Don't know why. We cleaned the tank out and it hasn't done any work since. So whether she's, I don't know, like what. So we had to take her off the harrows, put her away in the shed. We'll come back to that another day. But so all the best laid plans and all that. Never mind. Right, well, thank you very much for watching my video. Doing the grass seeding and bits and pieces this weekend. So if you like the videos, please click subscribe. I hope you'll have a great Easter. Enjoy it. Spend time with the family. Have a great time. So thanks for watching, and see you next video. Cheers.